All right, we'd like to welcome everybody back to Eagle Talk. I'm here with
Caleb Obert,
Austin Chapel,
and I'm Aiden Lewandowski. Today we're going to be talking about the NBA since it just started 2 days ago, and almost every team has played their first game. So I know it's early on, and we don't really know too much about teams, and we obviously don't know what's going to happen with injuries and lineup changes. But right now, if you had to pick, who is your favorite to win the title this year?
to win the title, I think I might have to go with the Spurs. They got a solid lineup.
Wow, that is a take.
Wemby's nice.
But do you think they're ready yet?
I do.
No playoff
Stephon
experience
Castle
on
is
that
developing.
team.
I do love their young core.
I know
no
they're developing
experience,
great.
though.
Still,
No experience, and I don't know
So
if they're. I don't know if they're ready to compete with the big dogs in the West,
But
because
still-
that Western Conference is so stacked, and it's not going to be an Eastern Conference team.
but listen,
I think
it could
OKC's
be.
a young team, and look what they did. They're a young team.
Yeah, they are, but I think
They have vets
OKC,
around them.
OKC had been. OKC's an anomaly because of how fast they won with that core. I don't know if San Antonio's ready for it yet. My personal pick, I'm a Warriors guy, but I will say, if I had to pick today, it would either be Oklahoma City to repeat or Denver. I think Denver's really built. They've got obviously veteran leadership. They've got probably the best player in the world, in my opinion. And I think they surrounded him finally with other guys. They picked up Valanciunas. They picked up Cam Johnson in a trade. And then they also surrounded him with shooters. Bruce Brown's back. Tim Hardaway's there. They surrounded him with shooters. I think you give a guy like Nikola Jokic, who's obviously probably the most prolific playmaker in our game.
Yeah. And stretch the floor with them.
Yeah, right, exactly. So you surround him with shooters. I think he's excellent. So I'd say it's OKC just because they have the same core and they seem like they're poised to make another run, and they just beat a really good Houston Rocket team. But I think it's either one of those two.
Yeah.
If I had to pick.
I think either OKC or if it is from the East, I think the Knicks are going to win the East. The Knicks are really good.
The Knicks look good.
I think Cat is a top 3 center.
Yeah.
He's so good on the offensive end. And I like the Rockets too. I think if the Rockets can
I don't mind the Rockets.
I don't
think stay
know.
healthy.
I think they need a true point guard.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They
just gotta match.
It was a problem. If you watched the Thunder game early on, it was a problem. They looked like they were out of sorts almost every possession in the first half. Now they got a little bit better. Amen Thompson played really well. I think he had 18 points.
Yeah.
And then Şengün played extremely well. He dropped 48, almost a triple double. So if they can get production out of those guys like that, they'll be fine. I think the only problem is you get into the playoffs. Who's your true point guard to initiate the offense? Like, you have Kevin Durant at the 2.
It would have
that's just
to
not a
be
position
like
that
Fred VanVleet.
and he's out. He tore his ACL in the offseason. So it's a tough position. I don't think it's something that'll affect them kind of now, but down the road, I think that's something you can look at as, like, if Houston were to have a big hole, it's there. And I get it that they're tall and they get boards. But you do truly need a true point guard, like, to be able to initiate offenses. Every championship team, you go through the list, they've had a point guard that can run the offense. I just don't think they have that.
I think Amen can run the offense.
He can. I'm not saying he can't. It's just an unnatural position for him. And it's just like, you looked at the possessions that they ran, they weren't coordinated offensively a lot. And they looked like they were kind of out of sorts. And they looked like, okay, throw it to the post to KD. And then they come double, and now what do we do? Because now you don't have another, you don't have a guy who can really play make super well other than Şengün or Thompson. So, kind of picking back off that topic, again, it's early on, but who's your early pick for MVP? Because we had a lot of good performances in the last 2 days.
Yeah.
There was a couple 40 pieces. There was a rookie who dropped 34. So, had to pick. Who's your MVP?
Just one.
Mm-hmm.
I think that I'm gonna have to go with Luka.
Okay, I like that pick.
Because he doesn't have LeBron right now. And I think he's just going to develop by himself on that team, learning how to carry the team, learning how to play make, learning how to get everyone involved. And I think that he's just going to elevate so much. He's going to be averaging so many points and just averaging a triple-double.
I like the Luka take. And I'll go with Wemby. I really like what I've seen out of Wemby. Because I think San Antonio could be competitive. I don't know if LA is going to be able to be competitive. The way they looked against Golden State on Thursday night or Tuesday night, they looked bad. They looked like they don't have another scorer, so I agree with that part. But I don't think that roster is very good, even with LeBron. I don't think it's a good roster. I think San Antonio is more competitive, and I think Wemby, the way he played against Dallas, going against one of the better defenders in Anthony Davis.
Yeah.
He had 40, 15 rebounds, and 3 blocks. And he's like, his dribble package, like you saw a couple times, he would literally bring the ball up the court, initiate offense, dribble,
Cook
dribble,
It's
pretty
step back,
unstoppable.
3-pointer, and one. Like it was fun to watch. He's literally an alien. I don't know what else to say. There's not many 7'5" guys who can dominate a game like that, move like that, and have the skill as him.
Sure.
I like the Luka take, and I'll say Luka will probably remain the only offensive threat, only because LeBron, he's dealing with sciatica, which is an injury that's not like, it's not like a strained hamstring where, you take a couple of rest days and you're fine after that. No, sciatica is something that's long term. It's something that'll affect him. He will be out later in the season. Like there will be points in the season where he'll be like, all right, I can't do it. I've got to sit out for a while, and it'll just continue to happen. He's old, while he's still a top player. Yeah, right. He's on an expiring contract. It's the first time that he's ever been playing on an expiring contract. So, and I don't think he's going to want to leave LA. So I think he is probably going to retire after this year. But I like Wemby for MVP.
I think if Wemby can stay healthy and if he plays like, I just can't see it. He looked so good. He looked like the best player in the NBA. If it's not Wemby, I think Jokic could win it again.
Yeah, I mean,
Jokic is.
I think Jokic is like the
He's
fallback pick. Like it's
he's
like
just-
you can't
he's
really
always
go
been
wrong
there.
with like a Jokic take. Like
He's like the best playmaker in the league.
I don't see in any
He's
world
the
that
best
he's not
floor
top
raiser.
3 again in being candidates. But I'd also like to talk about VJ Edgecombe, and maybe not for MVP, but I think for sure Rookie of the Year.
Sure.
We saw both him and Cooper Flagg play. Those were my top 2. Like if I had to pick
Dylan
2,
Harper played well.
he did. If I had to pick 2 going into the season, it was either VJ Edgecombe or Cooper Flagg. And the way I saw those 2 play, now Cooper Flagg, of course, is probably on a more dominant team who has more
For
threats
sure.
to score.
More
Yeah.
weapons.
But VJ Edgecombe had 34, which is the most in a rookie debut in 66 years.
Jeez.
Ever that since Wilt Chamberlain. And he just looked like good. He looked like there's not a lot of rookies that
looked
can
like
come
an
into a
all-star.
game and be a main scorer. Now, obviously, Tyrese Maxey had 40 that game, but he looked like a guy who fits in the offense well, and he looked comfortable. And
Looks like he's played a few games.
right. I mean, he looks like Anthony Edwards. He does. He plays exactly like Anthony Edwards. He's quick. He's athletic. He can shoot the ball. I think there's nothing wrong in his game. So I think if I had to pick like a Rookie of the Year, it'd probably be him because Cooper Flagg didn't play well.
Cooper Flagg had a double-double.
He had a double-double. I thought it was a little inefficient, and I thought he looked a little uncomfortable out there.
Yeah.
But how is he going to fit in? I mean, he's playing point guard right now.
Yeah, that's
Um,
crazy.
So I just think it's, again, it's just guys kind of adjusting to new rules. Like, right, like Amen Thompson can play point guard, but it's going to take time.
Yeah.
Right? And in that Western Conference, you don't have time. Every team, there's probably 11 or 12 teams that I could see realistically being a 1 through 8 seed in the playoffs.
What do you like from the Pistons? You watched that?
I didn't watch the game, but the Pistons, they lost to Chicago, right? And I mean, that's just not really a great sign right away
Not
because
a
I
good
don't think
start.
Chicago's a team that's even going to compete.
They were
in
down
these.
like 23.
I mean, Booz Ellis played well. I think he had 23.
He looked great.
And
Josh
the only reason I
Giddey
knew
played
that,
well.
the only reason I knew that is because I have him in fantasy. So I think that's a good pickup. I mean, but in the East, we'll talk about the West in a minute. The East is wide open.
I got 3 teams.
I think because with Boston not having Tatum,
Yep.
Philly, you don't ever know what's going to go with
Embiid
Philly
looked
because
horrible.
Yeah.
Embiid did look horrible. He played bad.
Embiid's
rough.
like glass. He gets broken.
It-
He
Exactly.
looked like he
He's
couldn't
out.
even
He's not
jump.
playing back-to-backs.
His knees were rough.
He's not playing back-to-backs, and the Sixers have it's either the second or third most back-to-backs. So you're playing without your best player. Well, maybe I don't know. Now it looks a little like they got a couple of dogs on their team. So, but you're playing without Joel Embiid, your MVP.
Do they have Jared McCain yet?
They don't have Jared McCain. He's been out. So Philly, I feel like, getting a win in Boston, that's a tough place to play even without Tatum. So
Yeah.
it's a good win. It's just, I don't know, with Philly, you never know because Paul George is out. Embiid's likely going to be out half the season.
Probably more.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, it's. I think there's 2 teams, and I either think it's Cleveland
Or the
Knicks. The Knicks. I mean, they're the only 2 consistent teams that I could see, and they played last night. So, That was a good test. New York obviously won. Jalen Brunson didn't even play that well, so OG Anunoby played really well.
I think the Knicks are just like such an all-around.
Yeah.
And they got a new
They're
coach.
such a good team.
They got a new coach,
Yeah.
and I love Mike Brown. Mike Brown's an excellent coach. Like, he took that Sacramento team who hadn't made the playoffs in however many years, and he took them straight to the playoffs. So, and he made them a competitive team.
Yep.
So I think he could do the same thing with the Knicks. I like him more than Thibodeau. Thibodeau just played his players
Yeah.
too
worked.
long. It worked, but again, you get into the playoffs, it's like now your guys are gassed.
It's different. For
Right.
sure.
And when you don't, it's a tough sport to play because you play 82 games and then you have to go and play in the playoffs, which the intensity is obviously there. So, you start running out of gas, and you eventually, I think that was what was wrong. But the East, I think, is wide open. The West, I don't know. I can't. I
West
couldn't.
is
The West,
so-
has been, the West has been strong for like good, solid 15,
Yeah,
20 years.
I couldn't
say-
pick. I couldn't pick like a.
I would say Denver, OKC, and Houston are mine.
I'll give you. I'll take 4. I think. I have to add the Warriors in there.
Bro.
I have to add them because of the
I'll add
experience.
the Suns
The Suns. They did pick up a
Devin
win last
Booker.
night. They did win
Booker.
last night, so that's a good sign.
without Jalen Green.
No, I think it's OKC is the obvious, but I don't think they'll be the first seed.
No.
I have a
think
feeling.
they'll be
I think
like
they'll have
the
a
two.
championship hangover. I think they will probably, coming off of an emotional high, I think they'll maybe let off a little bit, but then again, become postseason.
Yeah.
That's when they really lock in. I think that it happens with a lot of championship teams. I think it'll be Denver, OKC, Houston, Golden State. That's just my take. And then I think you
don't-
could throw a team like San Antonio in
I
there.
can't see Golden State
Yeah.
being that good.
I'm seeing the Spurs. If the Spurs play Golden State, Spurs are.
I think the
whooping
Golden
them.
State are like a.
No one is stopping.
What's
them.
wrong with Is it the age? Is that why?
I don't know.
They're just
I mean, they have the
they're withering away.
experience. They have
see
a
'em
good
as-
team.
I see him as like a 7 play-in team
Yeah. Really.
I don't
that's what
know.
say.
I mean, they picked up a good win in LA.
against a hurt,
Against Luka Doncic and
struggling
friends.
Lakers
Yeah, I was
team.
going to say that the Los Angeles Lucas. I mean, it was pretty bad, and I think that's a problem for LA that they're going to have to fix. So
I think Curry's on a heavy decline.
For sure. Yeah.
I mean,
Honestly.
dang, he was All NBA last season, and he's probably going to do it again. And
No,
Jimmy,
he's not.
if they get Jimmy Butler playing like he did, they'll be fine. I mean, Jimmy Butler is. That's why they went out and got him, because they can give a 37-year-old Steph Curry rest. Like, he can go to the bench and still be confident that the fact that his team is going to remain competitive in games. And that was the problem with the previous Warriors teams, is that he was the only option. And now you've got Jimmy Butler, who can get to the free throw line, by the way. He had 16 free throws. So that's
Buddy
a big
Hield
asset.
is pretty
Buddy
good.
Hield played it extremely
Yeah.
well. So you can get production from those guys. I think they'll be fine. So, but that's going to wrap up today's episode of Eagle Talk. We'd like to thank you for listening. Of course, I'd like to thank Caleb and Austin for helping me out. And we'll see how our takes pan out in the future.